And local school districts could decide to start before Labor Day under Senate legislation introduced earlier this month. Fox UP's Rachel Droz looked into what it would mean in Marquette if this bill were to become law. Rachel?
Well, Ben, Marquette Area Public Schools Superintendent is in favor of this bill because it gives control to local communities. On the other hand, there have been questions about what it will mean for Michigan's tourism industry. Under state legislation put forward earlier this month, local school districts could choose when their students would begin the school year. Under current law, Michigan public schools must wait until after Labor Day to start. Marquette Area Public Schools Superintendent Bill Saunders likes that the bill gives control to local communities.
I believe that local control is best. I think this is one of those bills that certainly provides local control, puts that decision back in the school districts and the community's hands.
Saunders says many kids are back before Labor Day anyway if they play sports.
We start usually like the first week, maybe the second week of August with sports practices. I think this year we had 2 football games that started before the school year actually started. So there are a lot of students that are already back in their local communities practicing.
But this bill raises alarms with Michigan's tourism industry.
We do twice the business that we normally do during the tourist season, so it has a big impact on our bottom line and our occupation.
The Vierling owner Terry Doyle adds he doesn't think starting school before Labor Day would affect his business too much, though, if they only started a few days earlier.
If it was the last week, I don't think it would make that big of a difference because the families are gearing up to go back to school already. Of course, they would be doing that a little bit earlier, but it depends on how early they push those schools back. It could affect tourism.
Saunders says no changes would be made without input from the community.
We would do some public surveys. We would find out from the business community what their preference is. We would find out from our parents and our students what their preference is, and we would base our decision on that feedback that we receive.
This bill has now been referred to the Education Committee. Another issue raised by the tourism industry is that they'll lose seasonal workers earlier if this bill goes through, since many seasonal employees are high school students.
And I know growing up, I was in seasonal jobs. That could be something that could impact the economy.
It really could, but they said that I got a lot of comments about here in Marquette, since it is a university town. Once schools start, college kids are here to fill their place. So.
All right, thanks, Rachel.